just want to tell you, yesterday I had one of the most frightening experiences of my life. I went running as per usual, and I did my 10K yesterday, or I tried to do my 10K, and with about 1.5 kilometers to go, I was attacked by 2 pit bulls, black one and a white one. And these guys tried to get their teeth stuck into me for about 100 meters, running down a road called Spitfire Road in Airfield in Benoni, South Africa. And for however long it took me to negotiate that 100 meters with these 2 dogs on either side of me, trying to bark, trying to bite, and just ferociously growling at me and running right next to me, and when I stopped, getting even closer and trying to have a go at my legs. My thoughts and the fear just kicked in, and you know, pit bulls have a bad rap, and I don't think it's the dog's fault. I just remember thinking, as they started coming next to me and barking, I thought, oh well, it's not the end of the world. Their owners are going to come and grab them. But then when I turned around and I saw no other human on the road, I realized it was just me and these 2 beasts just wanting to eat me. And I was so conscious of not falling, because I think if I'd fallen, these guys I probably wouldn't be here to share the tale. But I can tell you, in those moments, it felt like a lifetime. It was probably only half a minute or maybe a minute, I don't know. A lot of thoughts went through my head, and I thought I was going to meet my maker, and it was going to be the end of me. Very, very frightening. Didn't know whether to run, whether to stop. Both. Running, they came after me. When I stopped, they came after me. I shouted at them. I think my only tool I had that somehow kept them at bay was turning around and facing them. They sort of stopped, and they had a go at me, and then I sort of reacted to them, and they sort of went back a little bit. And ultimately, I think what saved me was, after about 100 meters of going backwards and forwards and just trying to keep them away from me, looking for some kind of weapon. But I was even scared, because if I had to go for a weapon, it would have given them time to nail me. So it was just a frightening experience. I don't wish that on my worst enemy. 2 strange pit bulls just wanting to eat me, take a piece of me. And obviously my fear, my panic, my reaction to them added to the aggression in the situation. And I can remember thinking, I just hope this is not my last day on earth. And I had to make sure I stayed on my feet. And luckily, there's something up there that was looking after me, the Lord, a spirit. I'm not too sure. I'm not very religious. I'm a God-fearing person, but yeah. The white one, the more vicious of the 2, there was a black one and a white one. The white one was distracted by a neighborhood dog and went running to the gate where that neighborhood dog was and was barking at the dog. So then I immediately picked up a little bit of confidence and realized that now, well, there was not 2, there was only one that I had to negotiate. But the white one wasn't far away. He was 10 meters away. He had just, for a while, had lost interest in me. So what happened was, I walked backwards with the black one continuing to have a go at me, and I was just shouting and swearing at him. And I think part of it was just to hopefully get somebody out of their house at 8:30 on a Sunday morning. I just wanted to see another human. It was just me against two dogs. And I really, really was frightened. I felt like I've never been so frightened in my life. And eventually, after about 30, 40 meters, where the white dog was now barking at another dog and had lost his focus. I was no longer his focus of attention. The black dog slowly started retreating from me to join the white one, his white partner. And when I got to about 50 meters away from both of them, walking backwards, I turned and started sprinting, hoping that I could make the last 1.5 kilometers back home without them nailing me. But unfortunately, the black guy came after me. He didn't bark. Turns out it's a she. Didn't bark. She just came for me, and I realized she was there after she had bitten me. So yeah, I got a nice little bite. Had to go to the doctors for a tetanus shot, rabies shot, because at that stage I didn't know, and I still don't know. So I've got another 3 rabies injections to look forward to. But I'm doing my best to make sure these dogs don't terrorize anybody else. And the unfortunate thing, during the course of yesterday, we found out that where these 2 dogs lived, they are directly opposite a nursery school and 30 meters around the corner from a primary school. So there must be loads of activity, loads of children. And yes, I also heard that the black dog that bit me had previously bit a young lady who was walking past the house. When the lady of the house was reversing out and the gate was open, the black dog stormed across the road and bit this young lady. And one of the neighborhood cats was also killed by the same black dog. So these dogs are a menace, but more importantly, the owners have no right to own such vicious dogs if they can't take control of them. So yeah, it was a very, very nasty experience, and one I'm hoping to forget about and move on, bring closure, and yes. And I'd just like to know from all of you out there whether any of you have had a similar experience with dogs. I mean, the experience has left me promising that I will never run on the road again. Well, not only promising, but committing that I'll never run on the road again. I don't want to encounter that kind of situation ever again in my life. So my running career is now going to be me in the treadmill at the gym. Not the most stimulating environment, but what the hell. I'd rather be fit and free of dog risk than go on the road again and venture on the road again, because I wouldn't be able to forgive myself if I ever go through that experience again. So yeah, let me know if you've had a similar experience. What did you do? I feel very, very angry about it all, and I would like the dogs to be either controlled or removed from that area, because they represent a huge risk to society, one that no one deserves to experience.